Well, I thought I'd give you something really boring to watch. What we have here is rooted cuttings, and a lot of people call these starters. Well, starters are usually just rooted cuttings, but what I do with these is I put some basic shape to it. So what I thought I'd do, hopefully I could show you and it comes out okay, I'll do one individually right here. Okay, well, this is a olive, and what we're trying to do is to create one good clean line, right? Well, I could go this way, but I was thinking more like that. So what I'll do is to cut here. Don't need this. This should be a side branch, but there's a bud there, so I think we could go like so. See, so now we got a fairly clean line, and then when this gets to a certain point, we'll cut it again. But that's what I do. Here's another olive. This one's even less along the way, so I'm thinking now, how about if I took this out, this being the side branch, and then I want it to be down here someplace, but I'm just going to cut it like that, and then hopefully it'll pop somewhere in here, and then we could cut it again. Okay, this olive, I guess this is more like a cascade, right? So we'll take this out, shorten this, and then this, we just cut it, and then this could stay as a sacrifice branch. This tray has 5 olives. Okay, so like something like this, right? Oh, well, when you have something like this, this is how sometimes I make the moon viewing one, like that. Or if we just making material, it goes that way and like that. Okay, this is the last of the olives in this tray. So cut, and let it grow. Okay, in this tray we have one Chinese elm. So you see this branch that's going up? We don't need that. Neither this one either. Okay, now we gotta figure out where our apex might be. Well, it's kind of early, but see, there's not much taper because this was one shot. If I do like that, it has the movement, and then we'll probably get something to go along. And then just gonna shorten these. Now, these got years of training left yet, but this is one of the earlier step things that I do. Here's boxwood. We're always trying to create our main line, right? And this one, it's lost its original. I think it was a hardwood cutting. Anyway, so we go either this way or that way, and I'll go that way. And then like right here, now it goes horizontal. This is most likely a sacrifice branch anyway. And then up here, if we go straight, then it's boring, so we go like that and make it turn. Whether it go this way or this way, probably look better this way. Then what you do is you cut it short on one side, then becomes a side branch, and just let this one go. Simple. Okay, here's another boxwood. Line goes up that way. Let's make this the new apex, shorten these, right? Now, not all these will stay, but for now, we could just keep it. But these are the initial things that we do. Here's another boxwood. Wow. This one, I don't know what's happened here. There's a bunch in here. But see how it goes and rather boring. So, what the heck. And then sometimes we do this and then find out that was not the right move, but it's okay because it keeps growing. Most of these are like 1 year. It rooted and got it in here, and it's now in need of direction. Okay, now we got this one going like this, right? But this is much stronger, but there's an interesting line here, so whack, whack, and whack. Okay, so sometimes you take these drastic steps for the future better. In fact, this one. Okay, so a lot of times you have to learn to do this when it's time. Okay, this is a Shinpaku juniper, right? This one we want a side branch, then take this off, right? And we want to fill back in here like that, and then like that, and then this one here, take the center out, and then we'll let one of these take off. Here's one of our favorites, the Blue-Bar Cypress. This stays as a sacrifice branch, but what happens is they get all this in here, so you have to start opening up. And what happens, a lot of times, these branches want to be the new leader, so it competes. So what you got to do is to define which you want to be your leader, and then remove the sides. Like this one here, if you do this, you know it'll stay the secondary. Okay? Well, was that enough for you? Okay, then I'll go ahead and do one more flat. Okay, this flat has a bunch of olive also. So what are we going to do with this? It really got long. Actually, probably will look better here because this is all uninteresting. So some of you are going, oh my God. Okay, well, actually, it might even be better here, but I think because we have these lower branches, we should be able to fatten this up. If we took all these off and it was never got any more taper in here, it would be boring. But these will help to fatten this lower part, so it should be okay, and we'll start the movement and then we'll go that way. Okay, now this one here, I think we'll take the vigorous one off. I think you'll get a better taper that direction. So, you know, you have to be brutal at this stage. See this? I think I'm going to go that way. Okay, now I've done plenty of these, so I could cut it here, or let's say, why don't we try something different? Something like that. This is a dwarf hinoki cypress, and it's quite thick in here. So what I thought I'd do is to open it up a little bit. We're not doing a final finish. We're just trying to get it so that it will develop into a good or great material. There's still too much stuff, but that's okay. That's not what we're trying to do is to finish up or anything like that. We just want to open it up, make it grow, right? So that's a dwarf hinoki cypress. Here's another one, and this one probably less work to do. We're just trying to guide it, not shape it. Yeah, I could see people putting wire on this. Oh, waste of time. Okay, so now we're trying to get it going this way. Probably we're going to end up going like that, but we got plenty of time for these to develop, and then next round it might start to go that direction. Here's a boxwood. Well, why don't we see about making this more of a straight trunk. So when you have as many as I do, you could try all different kinds. Technically, I think it should just be cut off here, but hey, why not? Oh, here's another oddball olive. And this one here, this is a good sacrifice branch, but I think it might interfere with the development. So I'm going to cut it off because I saw this right here, right? This that should help. And then now we got some confusion up here, so we'll take that off. And then it's either going this way or that way. I'm going to go that way, so I'm going to cut this off and then cut this off. And I'm not sure it's going to be this way or this way, but I think at this point either way is okay. It's very young. It's going to be a number of years before we get anywhere anyway, so I'll go ahead and leave that. Oh, here's another olive. Okay, so yeah, I think that's good. This one probably could have new soil or more soil put in place. Okay, now this next three coming up is a cryptomeria, dwarf cryptomeria. And this one here, people that want something that looks like a redwood, this is the one. The trunk will look like a redwood when it matures. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of sample because every time I start looking good, people want to buy it, and it's been sold off. Luckily, the last one I had just enough time to take cuttings, but yeah. See? Oh yeah, here's a good example. What happens is they want to become multiples. And most of the time, redwoods are straight, single trunk. So you got to make sure that you keep your single trunk. Okay, that should fill back in. And then we're trying to get it to go horizontal, so cut off these. Well, hopefully you got something out of this. It's not what you call really exciting, but this is the reality of bonsai. You have to start training early with some sort of direction in mind. So, well, I gotta go do another couple hundred more of these. So I'll say goodbye for now. See you real soon in another chapter.